The Dark, written by Nominees, illustrated by John Klassen. The Dark lives in the same house as Laszlo. Mostly, though, the Dark stays in the basement and doesn't come into Laszlo's room, but one night it does. This is the story of how Laszlo stops being afraid of the dark.
Georgia in Hawaii, when Georgia O'Keeffe painted what she pleased. Written by Amy Noveski, illustrated by Juji Morales. Georgia O'Keeffe was famous for painting exactly what she wanted, whether flowers or skulls. Who would ever dare to tell her what to paint? The Hawaiian Pineapple Company tried. Luckily for them, Georgia fell in love with Hawaii. There she painted the beloved green islands, vibrant flowers, feathered fishhooks, and the blue, blue sea. But did she paint what the Pineapple Company wanted most of all?
Good news, bad news. Written and illustrated by Jeff Mack. Good news, Rabbit and Mouse are going on a picnic. Bad news, it is starting to rain. Good news, Rabbit has an umbrella. Bad news, the stormy winds blow the umbrella and Mouse into a tree. So begins this story about two friends with very different dispositions.
Hoop Genius, how a desperate teacher in a rowdy gym class invented basketball. Written by John Coy, illustrated by Joe Morris. Taking over a rowdy gym class right before winter vacation is not something James Naismith wants to do at all. The last two teachers of this class quit in frustration. The students, a bunch of energetic young men, are bored of all the regular games and activities. Naismith needs something new, exciting, and fast to keep the class happy, or someone's going to get hurt. Saving this class is going to take a genius. Discover the true story of how Naismith invented basketball in 1891 at a school in Springfield, Massachusetts.
I'm Bored, written by Michael Ian Black, illustrated by Debbie Owie. Just when a little girl thinks she couldn't possibly be more bored, she stumbles upon a potato, who turns the tables on her by declaring that children are boring. But this girl isn't going to let a vegetable tell her what's what, so she sets out to show the unimpressed potato all the amazing things kids can do. Too bad the potato was anything but interested.
Jangles, a big fish story, written and illustrated by David Shannon. Big Lake is the home of Jangles, the biggest fish anyone has seen. Fishing alone at dusk, a boy feels a tug on his line and comes face to face with the gigantic trout, whose enormous jaw is covered with so many lures and fish hooks that he jingles and jangles when he swims. Terrified by the sight, the boy is shocked when Jangles befriends him and takes him on an adventure to the bottom of the lake.
Moo, written by David LaRochelle, illustrated by Mike Winutka. When Cow gets her hooves on the farmer's car, she takes it for a wild ride through the country. Moo! But a bump in the road brings this joyride to a troublesome end. Moo, moo. Has Cow learned her lesson about living life in the fast lane? Moo?
Mr. Tiger Goes Wild, written and illustrated by Peter Brown. Are you bored with being so proper? Do you want to have more fun? Mr. Tiger knows exactly how you feel, so he decides to go wild. But does he go too far?
My Cold Plum Lemon Pie Bluesy Mood, written by Tamika F. Brown, illustrated by Shane Evans. What color is your mood? On a really good day, Jamie feels purple like the first bite of a juicy cold plum. And with a crayon in his hand, Jamie eases into a green feeling, like a dragon dancing through a jungle made of green jello. But when his brothers push him around and make fun of his drawings, Jamie feels like a dark gray storm brewing. What will it take to put Jamie back in a bright feeling mood?
Step Gently Out, written by Helen Frost, pictures by Rick Beater. What would happen if you walked very, very quietly and looked ever so carefully at the natural world outside? You might see a cricket leap, a moth spread her wings, or a spider step across a silken web.
Congratulations to all 10 Star of the North
Picture Book Award nominees.